The Great Chicago Fire Cause Debate, 1871, Chicago, USA. They say a single spark can rewrite the fate of a city. And on the night of October 8th, 1871, Chicago learned just how terrifyingly true that was. It began in the southwest corner of the city, an ordinary barn on DeKoven Street, the kind of place no one would ever expect to become the center of a national mystery. The air was dry, the wind unsteady, and the wooden buildings of Chicago stood stacked together like a giant tinderbox, just waiting for a reason to burn. And on that night, it got one. But what exactly started it? Some blamed Mrs. O'Leary, a tired woman simply trying to live her life. The famous story claims her cow kicked over a lantern, sending flames licking across the hay-covered floor. It's a tale repeated so many times it feels carved into American folklore. Yet from the very beginning, something about it never quite fit. Because as the fire roared across the city, devouring homes, businesses, entire blocks in minutes, witnesses reported strange details. Some insisted they saw a group of neighborhood boys sneaking into the O'Leary barn with cigars, their laughter echoing through the night. Others whispered that a man had slipped inside earlier, stumbling drunk and careless with his matches. And then, there were those who pointed toward the sky. That same week, meteorologists noted unusual atmospheric activity, blazing streaks of light, bizarre temperature shifts, and a rare dry spell that left the city brittle as old parchment. Could a natural phenomenon, a fireball, a comet fragment, even lightning from a cloudless sky, have ignited the blaze? The idea sounded outrageous, until you looked at the way the fire behaved. Because what followed didn't look like any ordinary fire. The flames didn't spread, they leapt. They didn't move, they hunted. And when the wind rose, it didn't just fan the embers. It turned them into fire tornadoes that ripped roofs straight off buildings and hurled burning debris across the river. By dawn, Chicago wasn't just damaged. It was changed forever. The fire had claimed hundreds of lives, burned more than 3 square miles, and reduced the city's heart to ashes. And yet the question at the center of it all, the spark that began the inferno, remained frustratingly unanswered. Mrs. O'Leary was eventually cleared, but rumors persisted. The boys denied everything. The mysterious man was never found, and the natural cause theories, though compelling, remained unproven. In the end, historians came to accept a simple truth. Sometimes great tragedies don't begin with villains or miracles, but with small moments lost to history. The Great Chicago Fire reminds us that the biggest events can have the smallest beginnings, and that the search for answers can be just as powerful as the flame itself. If you enjoyed this storytelling script, please like, share, and subscribe to help the channel grow.